At the camp of Clooney the Scourge, the rat army was girding itself up for war. Weapons were being sharpened upon churchyard headstones. Under the critical eye of Redtooth, a band of rodents was gnawing off a length of planking from a rickety lynch gate fence at the rear of the church. Others collected stones to provide ammunition for slings, while some coiled rope around their bodies. Inside the church, Clooney set up, in the choir loft, the image of barbaric authority. He held the scourging tail in one claw, while gripping in the other his war standard, topped with the ferret's skull, with the addition of the tattered tapestry square depicting Martin the warrior. He gazed proudly at it as his armorer dressed him for war. At Clooney's feet were the Vole family. They were bound. He flicked his tail at them and sneered. "Ha! Look at me, you spineless creatures. Did you ever see such a leader of fighting animals as Clooney the Scourge? Soon I will have every creature that moves down on its bended knees to me." Mr. Abram Vole glared defiantly at his captor. "You filthy bilge rat, why I'll—" "Silence!" roared Clooney. "Hold your tongue, Vole, or I will deal with you and your family here and now before I set out to conquer your precious abbey. Do you see my new battle flag? That is Martin the warrior. Yes, the same one who is supposed to protect that doddering old abbot and his witless mob of mice. Now Martin is mine. It is more fitting that he travels at the head of real warriors. He will lead us to victory." Clooney ranted and raved on, the light of madness in his eye. "Death and destruction will be the reward to those who dare stand against Clooney. The only ones I will spare are those I might choose to serve me." Mrs. Vole struggled upright, but was forced back down by Scumnose and Fangburn. Chattering with rage, she shouted at Clooney, "You'll never bend Redwall to your evil will. Good will prevail. You'll see, Clooney. We are tied up, but our minds are free." Crack! Clooney lashed out with his long tail, sending the Vole family flat upon the floor. Mr. Abram Vole struggled to shield his wife and son with his body as the tail flailed out a second time. "A touching little speech, Vole, but you wrong me. I don't want to capture the spirit of Redwall. I mean to kill it. Take these whining creatures out of my sight. Lock them in the hut out at the back. Leave them to imagine what their fate will be when I return." Colin Vole shrieked in terror. His mother and father struggled bravely as they were dragged off. Redtooth marched in and saluted Clooney. "The horde is ready to march, Chief." A rat armor set the war helmet firmly upon Clooney's head. He snapped the visor down and kicked aside the rat who had fixed the poison barb on his tail. Striding out into the courtyard, Clooney climbed up on the wrecked gatepost. His fierce eyes gazed out across the mighty army. Black rats, brown rats, gray rats, piebald rats, skulking weasels, furtive stoats, and sinuous ferrets, all gathered round, their weapons glistening and dripping with the rain. As Clooney exhorted them, they roared back their frenzied replies. "Where does Clooney's army go? Redwall, Redwall. What is the law of Clooney? Kill, kill, kill. Who will lead you to victory? Clooney, Clooney, Clooney the Scourge." Springing down among his army, the warlord waved the banner high overhead. With a mighty shout, the horde of Clooney the Scourge marched out upon the road to Redwall Abbey.